Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte.
Thank you. It ain't hard. Lay down. Lay down.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Richardson going right to the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Cup 19, drop 50, drop 50. Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Hurry.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Dragon 60. Get it. 18 Roger, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Now. Pass all 80.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Anthony Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
What did you spray?
Right. I'm like, about to die.
Hey, what is that? I mean, my throat felt like it's closing up.
It's nasty. Like, it's nasty. It's something, you know how you put stuff in your fingers, you can't, like, put your fingers in your mouth, it takes 2. So I do it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McQueen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken right around the 44. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. McQueen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll run on 1st down. Franklin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Franklin down right around the 25.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, McQueen. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down at the 28. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Lions. Go.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Richardson.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Go check. Here we go, check.
They run with Richardson, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Richardson, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Touchdown, Broncos. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McQueen escaping the pressure right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. McQueen flushed out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go, Reed, go! Ready?
Richardson looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle they go. It's Franklin, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
70 Ranger, go!
A final shot before the half. Richardson, Coleman will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half.
Panthers 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. A final shot before break. McQueen. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready? Chop 60, chop 60.
Throwing to start the drive. McQueen. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Go.
Operating from the gun, McQueen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
2nd and 10.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Parks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Let's go now.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street. Check. Ready.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hurt.
It's caught by Randall. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Richardson going to change the play here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Here we go. Set. Reload. Check, smash, check. Cup 19. Ready.
Coleman will try up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Richardson back to throw it. Coleman has it here right side. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now this is right on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19-18. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go, Shaq.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
At the 60, at the 60.
Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Big Lion. Go street. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
On the ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Come on, come on. Hit. 19 tight. 19. Not saying 19. 19 Lion.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
18, fight in. Get it. Warrior 70.
Richardson off the play fake.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Maverick. 60 Maverick. Rig alert. Rig alert. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Richardson shotgun on third down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty much... And now off to the races down the right side. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Chap alert. Stop below 18. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Going up top.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McQueen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. McQueen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the play design here. 2 receivers on each side with the outside guy running a short hitch. The inside guy a deep corner. And how about the quarterback? That little shoulder fake like he's throwing the hitch. Then he comes up and throws a deep corner route, this time for big effect, and it pays off with a 1st down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try to run this one in. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Staying on his feet. Sliding out of the... Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Here it is. 4th and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. It got his man complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Check that. Check that. Check the Eagle. Check the Eagle.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Three.
Off play action. Richardson
rolling to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's caught. It's Cunningham.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
18 Cardinal.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, set. 60 bicep, 60 bicep. Riggs, 18, Pioneer. Chop 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Set go.
Throwing to start the drive. McQueen, one last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.